Hey y'all. So I just got off work and I am back in the art studio. I am trying to still catch up on everything that I missed while I was sick. So I figured I will come and stop in and try to get something started on. I have to draw this skull. So there's the skull that I have to draw. And then here's my start, how I started drawing it. So I just kind of did like a rough sketch, and then I will go back in and add some values and make it a little bit more polished. And then this will be the last thing that I need to do to catch up. I tell a story, I need to do something in my sketchbook, but I'll be almost cut up. So good. I don't know. I don't know what I was about to say, but anyway, but that's what I'm doing. I am I'm not gonna say I'm feeling some type of way, but I am trying to be very aware and very cognizant, where I don't want to become one of those people that like complains about everything. This ain't fair, yada yada yada. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing something that I love, and if this is what it takes to do that, then that's what I have to do. So earlier in the semester, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be full time. Like maybe I need to be part time and whatever. But it is now time. In 2 weeks, I think it's gonna be time to schedule classes, and so I'm gonna have to make some decisions about that. And I really think I'm gonna go ahead and do full time. For a couple of reasons. Number one, I'm the type of person where, let me put this down because it's all shaky. Oh, sorry. I'm the type of person where I'm going to do like as much as I have to do. And like, not like I'm lazy or anything like that, but if it's like I reach up to my capacity or up to my needs. So if I like got a lot of things going on, like just like being a waitress, when you're a waitress and it's slow and it's boring, like that's when you forget stuff. That's when you drop stuff. That's when, things go crazy. But when it's like busy and it's like lots and lots of people, you like fire, because you are reaching up to the capacity, and it's almost easier because you're completely absorbed in the moment. When it's too low and too slow, you got other things going on. You thinking about all types of other stuff. You on your phone, you chatting, you know what I'm saying, with your coworkers, you eating food, you doing all types of other stuff. So you're not focused. But when it's super, super busy, you have no choice but to be focused, or else, it's all gonna fall apart like in a major way. And so I'm kind of feeling that way about school. Um, like the other day, I was off Saturday and Sunday, and I'm usually only off on Saturday. And I really didn't get more done in that Saturday and Sunday. Like I really got the same amount done. I spent some time looking at nothing. Looking at nothing. There was a one point where I was sitting at my desk for like a solid hour, like just trying to figure out what I was gonna do next. So that was time wasted. I could have been making money. I definitely wasn't doing art. So I am wondering if I do decide to go to part time, is that time really gonna matter? Like, is it really, am I really gonna feel less overwhelmed and so on and so forth? Or am I just gonna fill that extra time that I have with shit that don't matter? Because I also have been well known to do that. Have been well known to, instead of doing the shit that matters, come up with some whole other things to focus on and just be all over the place. I'll be done started a whole new business and wrote a business plan and all types of crazy shit that is not what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's because I have space in my brain. Um, so I don't know. Like right now, hell yeah. Like I'm tired. Um, I'm steadily trying to catch up. Not. I'm not. I'm not gonna say I'm not enjoying this process. I am gonna say I'm frustrated, and I wish I could do more or something like that. I don't know, but um, but yeah, I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know that having more time would really change anything. Or would I be, doing some whole other, like I like to sew or whatever. So, like, would I be doing that instead of doing more art? So, all of that to say that I think I'm going to go ahead and be full time. Um, Pick out my classes. And realistically, it's only 4 classes to be full time. And I have 2 classes that are what they call, I think, co-requisites, where you have to take them at the same time. So that's my foundations class and my foundations lecture class. And that is where we put together our portfolio. So the school that I go to does not require a portfolio for admission to the program, but it does require a judging of your portfolio that you build during these foundation classes in order to continue through to your major as an artist. So it's like a stepping stone, and you have to go in front of a panel, um, put your portfolio together, all of these things in order to do that. So that's the process that I'm in now. So I have to take those 2 classes together. Then I also wanted to go ahead and take my art history class. I really, really like my art history teacher. Um, and art history has been much easier than I really thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be pretty hard. So I want to stick with that. And then I'm already at 3 classes, so I might as well go ahead and take the 4th class. And I think I'm probably going to take painting. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see what the situation is, um but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I've just been thinking, like, there's a art show coming up that I want to submit to. So I did some brainstorming and things that I want to do. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know, when do you feel not rushed and not hurried? Because I definitely want to get to that point, but and I don't want to necessarily be working on other people's time. I don't want to be run by time, but I also don't want to slack off unnecessarily and give myself excuses. I don't know. Like, I also want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I possibly can be doing towards, like, the next step. So we'll see. And then also, I'm a little stir crazy because I'm definitely a wanderer. I love to travel. I love to be on the go. And so it's kind of hard for me right now to be stationary. Um, I've been looking at, like, my next phase is definitely doing van life and traveling from place to place doing my art and stuff. So I've been looking at vans online and stuff, which is silly because I don't have the money nor the time, and and I'm not going nowhere for the next few years, few couple years. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll see. So yeah, it's a lot of there are a few emotions going on right now. I definitely feel positive about the path that I'm on. I feel positive about some of the practices that I am getting back into, like sketching more often, brainstorming, looking at submitting art for shows, stepping outside of my comfort zone, um, pushing myself to do the hard things. Like, I just got off of work. Would I like to go home, take a shower, and relax? Yes. But I have to pass by school to get home, and I know I have things I need to do at school. So I can't justify not doing it. Also, we all look at social media and stuff like that, and definitely one of the pervasive things on my feed is like inspirational yada yada. So one of them was like a story about Kobe, and I forget who it was talking, but he was just saying how he got on a team and he was like, I'm gonna be the first one to breakfast, and like that was, he was like, proving a point and saying how dedicated he was and everything. And he's like, he got there and Kobe was actually finishing up with his personal practice routine, and how, just kind of basically how you got to do the most to be the best. And like, I do want to be the best, and not the best like in comparison to other people, whatever, but I want to reach the highest heights that I can reach. I want to, honestly, I want to make people cry. For me, that is success. I want people to be able to access their emotions in such a strong and real way by looking at my art that they cry. For me, that's success. That's success for me. That's what success looks like for me. And in order to access a part of me that is that raw and in tune and in the flow, I definitely feel like I have to do the most. Sometimes I have to be tired. I have to physically and emotionally, sometimes I have to do the things that I don't want to do. Sometimes I just have to show up. I've still been working on my color wheel in my 2D class. And for a while, I was like, I don't even know what to do next, because it's not just color. It's not just painting a color wheel. Like, I have to create a design that is color wheel inspired, then paint the color wheel. I don't really care for computers. The grid on the back of this thing is making my eyes hurt. I don't want to do it, but I have to keep showing up. I have to keep sitting in front of that computer until I figure something out and I'm able to turn this shit in. And I'm determined to do that. So I'm acknowledging like it's not gonna be easy. Also, I was talking to a friend and I had to be real honest with myself. I am not a patient person historically. I remember my grandmother trying to teach me how to play piano, and I was like, no, I'm not here for this. I'm not about to be doing all these scales. I'm not about to be doing all this practice. I'm the type of person, if I haven't got it the first time, I don't even want to do it. If it ain't easy for me to do, I don't want to do it. That is a character flaw of mine, and I gotta be honest about that. So art historically has come easy to me. It was something that I was always good at. In high school, I was selling pieces of art. The school bought a piece of art for me to put in the offices and stuff like that. So it's something that I've always been good at. But am I gonna push myself past that, past being good to being great? And I feel like right now is kind of like that test. Like, it's not about whether I need an art degree to be an artist. No, I don't need an art degree to be an artist. But Am I willing to do what nobody else is willing to do, or what few other people are willing to do? Am I willing to do it in a way that few other people are willing to do? Am I willing to press myself outside of my own boundaries and my own comfort zones? Am I willing to work on my patience in order to unearth things that are inside of me that I have not tapped into? Am I willing to make myself vulnerable and and express myself to other people in order to receive critical feedback, in order to see where I can do better and where I can change? Um, am I willing to sacrifice? Am I willing to sacrifice this time? Am I willing to sacrifice my hobbies that I enjoy? Am I willing to sacrifice the money? Am I willing to sacrifice, um, extra sleep and things like that for something that I claim that I want? Um, so yeah, so that's really where I'm at. I'm trying to be very honest with myself so that I can get the absolute most out of this situation and out of this experience. I don't want to, it would be such a waste for me to go through all of this, you know, and then leave here the same person that I came here. That'd be such a waste. So I say all of that to say that I definitely think not I think, I am going to go ahead and continue to be full time. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's the right decision. I think that's the right decision. I think I'm not gonna give myself the easy way out, because I don't think it's about whether I can do it. I think it's about whether I want to do it. Do I want to be tired? No, I don't want to be tired. But I also do know that when I'm tired and loopy and a little off, that is when I have made some of my best pieces. Is when I'm like not firing on all cylinders. That's just honest. That's just honest. That's when I've made some of my best pieces. So we'll see. So yeah, here we are. I think it's whatever day it is today. Today is Wednesday. It is week 9. There's 16 weeks in the semester, so I got 7 more weeks to go. And no matter what, also I was talking to somebody and they asked me like, was I happy? And we were actually talking about relationships and being single and whatever. And they asked me, was I happy? And I was like, yeah, I am happy. Like, I am doing exactly what I want to do right now. And even though it's hard, and even though I'm tired, frustrated, not being able to do the Photoshop as easily as I would like to be, or not having the time to draw a skull to the perfection that I would like to, or whatever the case, multiple times throughout the day, I literally stop and like, man, I'm so happy. Multiple times throughout the day. I'm taking a shower, I'm writing in my journal, I'm cooking my breakfast. I just feel in the right space. And I know that it's just a path, and that there is much more of this path that I have to go through. It is not a destination, and I don't even know if I'll ever reach a specific destination, but it's good. It's good, and I'm happy with it. Because I can feel it, and I can feel it coming, like even with these small practices of sketching and brainstorming and looking for different things. Like the show that I want to apply for, it's called Fresh, and it's about innovation in art and getting people to see art in different ways and looking at art in different ways and just experimenting in what really is art and how can we relay information and in medium and in subject and all of these different things. That's enjoyable for me. Like, I love trying new shit, and I love like being creative and thinking about stuff and being hands on and making things and whatever. Like, I love it. I love it. So yeah, like I'm happy. Like I'm happy. Like I'm happy. Like I'm happy. Like even my little job at the restaurant, I fucking love that job. Everybody fucking crazy. We was about to fight today. A couple of the waitresses was about to fight today. They wasn't really about to fight, but they was arguing and yelling and shit, and I love it. Like I love it just because it's I don't know, in a weird way for me it's wholesome and it's authentic and I love it. Um and I'm happy. And I'm happy. You know, I'm happy in my little house with my little roommates, making my little breakfast sandwiches, and it's good. It's good and it's well, and I'm happy. Um, yeah. So that's it. So, you know, I want to continue stepping outside of my comfort zone. I want to continue doing the most. Um, you know, whatever that means, filling up my plate as much as I can with things that are going to enhance my journey. Um, yeah, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, and it's good. So, I am going to be done sketching for tonight because I think I'm done for sketching for tonight. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed. And tomorrow I have art history, which, oh my goodness, for the first time I had to go to class. Like, so if you get more than a 70, if you get higher than a 73% on your quiz, you ain't got to go to class on Tuesdays. So all semester I have not been to class on Tuesday, and then the other day and I was just moving too fast as we went over the quizzes, and I was like, oh, I know I got that one wrong. I know I got that one wrong. Because I didn't read the whole thing. It was like one of those select all the things, and I didn't select all the things, or like it's a true or false question, and half of the question is true and half of the question is false type of thing. So I ended up having to go to class for the first time. So now I gotta read and do all my notes and stuff tomorrow morning before class, for class, and then take my quiz. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all. So yeah, I just wanted to check in real quick and just kind of talk to y'all and talk to myself about what I really want to do, why I'm really here, and really just making sure I'm doing the most, making sure that I am going over and above, um, because I want to, you know, be. I want to be over and above. What I want to accomplish is not regular. It's not normal. It's not normal to see people burst into tears in a room. And that's what I want. I want to make you cry. So, that was creepy. So, forgive me, y'all. I'm sleepy. So, so everybody have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, evening, afternoon, morning, afternoon, evening, night, whenever you're watching this. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.